This is a great book. You know how to buy a car without being taken for a ride. And so you get this book, and he gives a lot of good information. I mean, you think it's only about buying a car, but it's about the scams. Even like we talked about buying a car from a dealership. You know, let's briefly speak about buying a car from a private owner, private party.
So, yeah, there's a lot of scams out there. So, again, know what you're buying. You can actually order a Carfax on if you get the VIN number, run it. Run a Carfax on it or get the history. In fact, if you want to call me at the dealership, give us the VIN number, I'll run the Carfax for you for free and give you the history of that vehicle.
Wow, what about that?
Yeah, that'll save you, I think, $48, $45 like that. And know that the other thing too, look at the title. Does the title have the word salvage in the top right corner? See the name on that title and then touch that title. Make sure that title is real. The other thing too is buying cars from private party. They could have parked it for sale on a corner somewhere, and by the time you go buy it and go to the DMV, you find out it's now got all these tickets on it that you're required to pay for before you can even register it. Or if you
Right.
find out you can't even smog the car, you can get it, I think Harbor Freight or somewhere, an OBD reader, put it on there, see if that car will smog. So for us as a dealership, I have to make sure it'll smog, and there's safety requirements before we sell it. But a private party, they can just sell you a car that's been welded together and won't pass smog, and you don't want to find that out later. I've read I've come across some horrible stories. I had a young couple, they bought a vehicle, and they bought it for $5,000, private party. And they said something didn't seem his name didn't match up with the name on the title. And then when they went to go went to smog it, it wouldn't smog. It needed a cat. Then they go to the DMV and they find out that it has a salvage title. They kept calling, he wouldn't answer the phone. They kept blowing the phone up, found him, he was listed in another car. When they reached him, they confessed there's one other thing they did, an error. And this is when they reached him, he said, "Okay, I'll give you back your $500. They go, "Well, we gave you 5,000." He goes, "Yeah, but remember we wrote 500 on the bill of sale to save you money on
Right,
tax?"
the discount we gave you.
We wrote, so as a dealership, I have to put exactly what we sell the car for. Private party, he put that on there. So he got the car back and for $500, and they decided to keep it and figure it out. But what I'm trying to say is just know this stuff up front. I had another young man come to me, and the title he had in his hand, it was fake. It was a copy.
Wow.
And he didn't find that out until he went to the DMV to register it. And so just be careful, meet in public places, get information, and I'd be happy to share information about that vehicle you're looking at to make sure you don't get taken for a ride.